This morning, an Oregon family is mourning after losing a loved one in a hit-and-run crash. What they're calling for and how you can help.
Plus, handling the integration of artificial intelligence. How a new state task force hopes to ensure AI does more good than bad.
And we're timing out all your storms this morning and what's to come later Thursday afternoon and evening.
Good morning and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Kyrian Lee.
And I'm Chris Stanford. Thanks for tuning in. Boy, it is just, it's muggy and gross outside this morning.
Yes, and we know we have the start of the state fair happening.
Yeah. And
we'll have more on that a little bit later. But yeah, I walked outside and I'm like, whoa, what is this?
Right. Not pleasant.
No.
The silver lining is we dodged some, most of us, I should say, dodged some of those storms that were headed right for the viewing area overnight.
Yeah, we did dodge a lot of those. For the most part, the radar a little active north of Madison for the most part, and even in northern Dane County. That's where all the heavy showers are still located. Spotty at best up near DeForest, and also Partyville, east of Wisconsin Dells, and also north of just that area as well. So pretty much nothing as far as strong to severe storms, because the atmosphere, as these storms did travel into southern Wisconsin, entered a more stable atmosphere. We didn't have a lot of storm energy or instability to work with, despite it being very humid outside this morning. Also, because the placement of the front, it stalled a little bit, so that also lacked our overall chances of severe weather. At least this morning, we still do have a chance of stronger storms later today, though. 74 in Madison. Dew points are at the 70-degree mark, if not above that, all across southern Wisconsin. So it is very, very humid and very sticky outside this morning. We are going to see a little bit of an improvement, not until we head into about mid to late week next week. So expect humidity levels to kind of stick around even through your weekend. Also timing out the weekend storm chances we could see. That's all coming up a little later.
All right, Savannah, thank you. With storms in the forecast, make sure you have the First Warn Weather and Traffic app handy so you can stay ahead of them. Find it wherever you get your apps. Now to some new information this morning. Vice President Kamala Harris's visit next week to Wisconsin will be in Eau Claire. It'll be Wednesday the 7th. It's expected that Harris and her yet-to-be-named running mate will appear together. The campaign had announced earlier this week that they would visit several battleground states, including western Wisconsin. The exact location in Eau Claire has yet to be announced. An Oregon family is grieving the loss of a loved one this morning while seeking justice for his death.
31-year-old Mark Jones was killed in a hit-and-run crash in Milwaukee last Saturday. He was there on his motorcycle for the annual Harley Fest. Our Tanasia Shaw heard from the family about him and what they want next.
I could say a million things, but I'm so lost for words right now that...
Yeah. It's very heart-wrenching.
We used to go ride bikes all the time, and he was a moneymaker. He'd do everything he can do, and he'd try to make everybody laugh all the time.
This is Mark Jones. A driver crashed into Mark as he was riding his motorcycle Saturday night to Harley Fest.
It ain't the motorcycle that got him.
It's not the motorcycle.
Right.
The lack of respect on other parts.
Milwaukee police say the people in the car ran away from the scene after the collision. Now, the Jones family is asking for those responsible to step up.
I know somebody knows something. I hope that they man up and actually turn themselves in and, do the right thing. But if anybody knows anything, I encourage them to say something.
Family and loved ones say that the Oregon community is coming together to support them, hosting multiple fundraisers and even in early plannings of a motorcycle ride in Mark's honor.
We're happy that he had fun. That's because that was him. He always had fun.
Doing everything they can to keep Mark's honor alive.
I know Mark would want us to move on. That ain't so easy.
Yeah.
That was our Tanasia Shaw reporting. A GoFundMe page was created to support the Jones family. We have a link to it on our website, channel3000.com. In the meantime, Milwaukee police are searching for the people connected to that crash.
Now to an update about a different crash. This one killed Reedsburg 13-year-old Evelyn Gurney last year.
The 19-year-old man who pleaded guilty has been sentenced. Our Michelle Renee Quinn is in the studio with the latest details. Michelle, Renee?
Chris, Kyrian, Kevin Green was sentenced to 3 months behind bars 4 years of probation, and 200 hours of community service. A criminal complaint alleges Green was using his phone at the time of the crash. So he will also be given 8 presentations to high schoolers about the dangers of distracted driving. Court documents say he was driving a Ford F-150 at 63 miles per hour. He failed to notice the school bus in front of him was stopping. He swerved towards a ditch, striking the school bus before hitting the 13-year-old girl. She was standing in her driveway and died as a result of her injuries. He pleaded guilty to homicide by negligent operation of a vehicle.
Renee Quinn, a tragic story. Good to hear that there will be some presentations that you were talking about, some education for other students to hopefully avoid something like this happening in the future.
Yes.
Thank you. Meantime, it is Speed Awareness Week, so state troopers are taking to the air to look for drivers speeding.
As a result, troopers found one driver in Edgerton going more than 100 miles per hour over the speed limit. The Wisconsin State Patrol says its troopers pulled over a motorcyclist on I-3990. Troopers clocked the driver's speed at 175 miles per hour. State Patrol needed their aircraft to track the driver and relay to officers on the ground where the motorcycle was at. That driver has been cited for reckless driving and speeding. In
northwest Wisconsin, a man found guilty of stabbing a teenager to death will spend 20 years in prison. Prosecutors were seeking 70 years. This stems from an incident in July of 2022. Nicolay Mule was found guilty in April of stabbing 5 people while tubing on the Apple River. 17-year-old Isaac Schumann died from the stabbing. Mule's lawyers argued that the group of young men intentionally taunted and confronted him. Mule was convicted of first-degree reckless homicide and 4 counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety. U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg is visiting ports on the Great Lakes to promote the Biden administration's Investing in America agenda. His latest stop was at the Port of Milwaukee. The DeLong agricultural facility at the port received $9 million in funding to expand its operations. Buttigieg says Americans are used to seeing imports coming in, but the investment is one way the U.S. will boost exports. He adds it will benefit Milwaukee and Wisconsin's economies in the long run.
Part of why we have been able to bring inflation down in the last couple of years is by straightening out bottlenecks in the supply chains. We're doubling down on that work because that takes the pressure off of those shipping costs, and that keeps the prices we pay at the store under control. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the inflation rate is currently at 3%. That's higher than rates prior to the Biden administration, but far lower than the 7% rate in 2021. Buttigieg ended his Milwaukee visit by meeting with Governor Tony Evers. The two took a ride on a portion of the Amtrak Borealis line, which debuted in May. Artificial intelligence continues to be integrated into our day-to-day lives, and now Wisconsin's new AI task force is working to ensure the technology is a tool and not a threat. The task force's advisory action plan was released yesterday. It outlines strategies for embracing AI and implementing it into the state's workforce, education system, and government. One ethics researcher at UW-Madison tells us while AI is becoming more accessible, not as many people are keeping up with understanding it.
One of the guiding principles in Wisconsin's new action plan for AI in the workforce was to really center worker power, right? To give workers a seat at the table when we make crucial decisions about how to use AI.
Proposals include K-12 digital literacy training and a layoff aversion program for workers whose jobs may be threatened. The action plan also looks to invest in further AI research in the state. Zimmerman says that organizations should consider which tasks to assign AI and which tasks are better suited for humans. If you're interested in learning more, we have the full action plan on our website, channel3000.com. All right, things in our forecast seem to keep changing here. So, Savannah, what's coming up?
Yeah, guys, right now, most of the heavy showers are sitting just to our north, at least in comparison to Madison, and also northeastward. We'll talk about morning storm chances when they'll move out, and also anything that comes later today.
And we're live at the Wisconsin State Fair this morning for opening day. Of course, that means meeting all the good eats and drinks. And we're going to see who won this year's Drinkies winner. That's coming up when 6:08 heads to the 414 next.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Brought to you by Toyota.
At Toyota's National Sales Event, we've got a long lineup of vehicles for summer fun, like Camry, RAV4, Highlander, BZ4X, Tundra, Corolla Hybrid, Tacoma, Sienna, Corolla Hatchback, Sequoia, Prius Prime, RAV4 Hybrid, Land Cruiser, GR Supra, Toyota Crown, Ford.
Right now, you can lease a sporty new 2024 Corolla for $219 a month, or lease a new 2025 Camry for $349 a month.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I am so looking forward to this.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK
or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
We'll be there before you hang up the phone.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily Jardiance at each day's start. As time went on, it was easy to see I'm lowering my A1C.
Jardiance works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects may include ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of infection in your legs or feet. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Jardiance is really swell, the little pill with a big story to tell.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Experience the Channel 3000 News app today. Tailored for your news the way you want it. With a customizable home page and faster page loads. Download the Channel 3000 News app. Powered by News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
From the 608 to the 414, we are headed east down I-94 for opening day of the Wisconsin State Fair.
None other than our Josh Breider is there live right now with a preview. Josh, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. This is one of our favorite days of the year, of course, because this is true Wisconsin fashion, right? We're celebrating everything that our great state has to offer. It's August 1st, and we are kicking off the Great Wisconsin Get-Together, and this morning we've got a treat for you. You know, last year we talked about the Drinkies and the Sporkies. Well, this year we're with the Drinkies winner once again, and it's Paula Hackbarth once again here at the old-fashioned Sipper Club.
You got
Paula,
it.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So congratulations are underway because you're winning the Drinky for the second year in a row now.
Yes, yes.
So what is your drink that won?
So this year's drink is called the Fairway Fusion. So the Fairway Fusion is based off the classic Arnold Palmer, but then we give, the fusion comes in the tropical and mint leaves. We have key lime, coconut, pineapple, all shaken with the mint leaves is like the perfect balance.
So important to note, this is also non-alcoholic as well.
This is a non-alcoholic.
So we've been seeing a lot more creativity when it comes to NA drinks in the last couple of years. You know, what inspiration goes into that sort of stuff?
I mean, it's family friendly. It's for everybody. You know, it's something that obviously mocktails and non-alcoholic cocktails, especially at our bars off-site of the fairgrounds, is something that's becoming very, very popular. So it's really great to see the fair showcase these drinks.
So what are you most excited for here at the Wisconsin State Fair?
Just for it to start. Just for it to start.
It's crazy how quickly this comes around, but I mean, this is a jam-packed 11-day stretch for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the planning starts in January, and it's just like, once we get to this week, we just want to get going.
How do you prepare for an event like this? Like, how do you know just how much to have ready?
Well, I mean, year one was tough because we didn't know what to expect, but this is our third year operating on the fairgrounds, so a little bit more to expect, but every year throws you your curveballs, but you do your best and go with it.
And of course, when you're named a Drinky winner, that has to help give you a little bit more eyes on your place.
Puts a good target on your back. Yes, you get very, very busy. So.
You know, what is it like to, see Wisconsinites coming out, supporting your business, but also having a good time?
It's amazing. I love seeing everyone come together. I love the fair because it's very family friendly. So you have all generations. They all come out and have a great time. And obviously you have all items of the fair, like agriculture and all the things.
And there's something for everyone, which is the case right here at the Old Fashioned Sipper Club, too.
Absolutely. We have your NA options, and we have the options that also are not NA. So.
Especially on a hot day like this, something a little refreshing is kind of nice.
Absolutely.
So where can people find you here on the fairgrounds?
We're right on Central Mall, right across from the Cream Puff Pavilion. Can't miss that. If you go down the giant slide, we're about 4 buildings down. So that's the best landmarks I can give you.
I love it. We'll come out, pay a visit here. We'll get that Drinky order. I mean, this thing is quite heavy. My goodness, that thing's second year in a row there.
Yep. The trophy only left the building for 12 hours, so.
But you got it right back.
Got it right back.
Awesome. Well, Paul, thank you so much. Appreciate your time. Congratulations again. Again, Wisconsin State Fair underway later on today when gates will open up to the public. Runs all the way until the 11th. We're going to have much more fun ahead from the Wisconsin State Fair. We're going to speak to the fairest of the fairs coming up just after 6:30, guys. So stay tuned for more in the 414.
All right, Josh Sprider with some good stuff this morning. Josh, we'll talk to you soon.
And remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out either on social media or email us at inThe608@WISC-TV.com for a chance to be featured. And if you're interested in moving into the healthcare sector, the Lodi Education Center is offering the first steps in that transition.
They're hosting a state-approved nurses aid class. Students are going to spend some time in the classroom, lab, and the clinic. Those who pass are going to become certified nursing assistants. It's a 2-week course. It starts August 19th and runs through the 30th. Each day runs from 8 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. Anyone 15 and older can register. The cost is $535. More information, if you're interested, is on channel3000.com.
Now we're checking in with meteorologist Savannah Brito, who is here now with your first warn weather. How's it going?
Guys, we're still seeing a little bit of shower activity, mainly north and also northeast of Madison. At least those heavier showers anyways. Not seeing any lightning returns on radar anymore. We didn't have the atmosphere that was unstable. We had the storms kind of enter a more stable of an atmosphere, so that's why we weren't able to see those storms kind of produce gusty winds and hail. They were producing, though, some pretty heavy rain and lightning, at least over Iowa and Minnesota much earlier this morning. That was several hours ago now at this point in time. Kind of near Beaver Dam, that's where all these showers, heavier ones anyways, northeast of Sun Prairie and also directly east of that area. North of Portage, also a couple of spotty showers, but all the severe weather the last couple of days has pretty much remained well to our southwest. That's also where most of the activity is entering right now, south of Madison across eastern and central Illinois. Those storms are going to continue to travel east into Indiana, and I think southeast of Madison and southern Wisconsin, where are the better chances for severe storms, at least later today, but we still do have a marginal risk. So all modes of severe weather, including a very isolated tornado threat, remains possible as we head into this afternoon and then later into the evening. Temperature is very warm. It's also very muggy out there. We did not have a lot of instability or storm energy, and also because of the placement of the cold front still well west of the area. That's why we weren't able to see those severe thunderstorms early this morning either, or overnight, if you will. This is about 4 p.m. in the afternoon, showing more scattered showers moving in. I think they become a little bit more scattered as we head later into the evening, so say between 6, 7, and 8 moving out of here for the overnight hours. Doesn't mean we can't see a stray shower overnight. That would not be strong to severe, though, at that point in time early Friday morning. We're drying up for the rest of Friday, and then into the first half of this weekend, Sunday afternoon and night. That's when we could see rain chances return at least. 74 in Madison, 73 in Oregon, 74 in Wanakee. Temperatures are going to warm, though. About another 10 degrees, most of us mid-80s. That's still not as warm, though, as what we're going to see on Saturday. I think that'll be the warmer day of this upcoming weekend, but then storm chances at least return. A lower or slight risk of thunderstorms anyways for Sunday afternoon. Better chance overnight into early next week, but that's when temperatures are going to fall. Monday and Tuesday, we're back down to 80, and then only the mid to upper 70s Wednesday.
Savannah, thank you so much. And if you need some entertainment today, there's plenty of Olympic action to look forward to. This morning in gymnastics, it's the women's individual all-around final. Simone Biles is competing. She received the highest score in the qualifying round. Then this afternoon, Badger swimmer Phoebe Bacon competes in the semifinals of the 200-meter backstroke.
Let's go, ladies. A lot of Wisconsin athletes represented at the Olympics this year. And it doesn't get much better than Simone Biles. At the height of her game, individual competitions, another chance to win a gold, a lot on the line today.
Yes, most decorated gymnast in history right now.
Yeah, it's like, what does she have left to prove at this point?
Yeah.
Anything?
I mean, if this is her last time, she's going out with a bang.
What an end it would be.
Yes. Well, still ahead, a local girl adopts a wild animal.
And coming up in our next half hour, the EMS partnership between Fitchburg and Verona may soon be a thing of the past. Find out who's considering pulling out this time.
And as we head to break, a look at gas prices this morning. Time now 6:20. We'll be right back.
First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms.
Taking the time to savor Thomas's crunchy yet soft bagels.
Thanks, Tom.
It's Tom, actually.
Right, Tom.
Tom. You doing that on purpose?
Tam.
Tam.
How have we got to Tam?
Huzzah! A toast to breakfast. Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromChevrolet.com.
Want to instantly look more attractive, years younger? The solution is whiter teeth. But you love coffee, tea, wine, or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs.
One friend was like, your teeth look like really white. Did you do anything to it? And I was like, I did. I did Power Swabs.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first 5-minute application. Better yet, after a week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Power Swabs are easier on your gums and cause less sensitivity.
I've used strips and trays, and they both gave me really sensitive teeth. With the Power Swabs, I've been using them for a week, and I had hot coffee this morning and ice cream last night, and no problems.
Over 500,000 people have already seen incredible results. Now, it's your turn to get started with Power Swabs.
I like my smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call or go online to receive 50% off. You'll also receive the Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. Plus, get free shipping.
I'm so happy I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
This summer, feel confident from head to toe with Sono Bello Permanent Fat Removal and get summer body ready in just one visit.
I saw the results immediately. It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
My waist is tiny. I'm very, very happy.
I'm nearly 50, y'all, and my abs haven't been this flat since before I had kids.
For a limited time, take advantage of Sono Bello's biggest sale of the year. Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It will change your life. It did for me. I can't wait till the summertime hit. Hot Mom Summer, here I come.
Call 1-800-905-6520 now or go to sonobello.com to claim special pricing.
You'll soon vote on 2 misleading constitutional amendments. They're designed to trick voters into eliminating checks and balances in our government. It's a power grab to give the MAGA politicians in the legislature the sole power to distribute emergency funding. They gerrymander, deny elections, and push abortion bans. Don't give MAGA politicians the sole power. Vote no to questions 1 and 2.
6:23, we've been asking you to share your morning with us, of course. This picture here from Mark. It looks like he got that sunset. Is it the sunset or sunrise?
It's a question we ask often here on the program.
Have to ask.
I'm like, I really can't tell the difference.
I don't know, but it's beautiful regardless.
Yes, it is. But continue to share your morning with us. Mark, thank you.
Well, I found this story and wanted to share it this morning. It's about Christetta Comerford. She's definitely not a household name, but she has worked for quite a few. Bill Clinton, George Bush, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, and Joe Biden. Christetta is the executive chef at the White House, and she is hanging up her chef hat. She just retired after 29 years in the position. She was the first woman and person of color to hold the job.
I wonder if she has kept track of like how many meals she has made over her time in office, like dating back to Bill Clinton and George Bush. Like, wow.
The stories that she must have.
Yeah.
I want to know if she's ever repeated like recipes too, or if it's always new.
I'm sure it's like how can you not repeat?
Exactly.
I know, like it would every Thursday at 11 o'clock, George Bush would call me up and ask for.
Yes.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich, French toast, or whatever.
But this is definitely goals. But congratulations to her.
Congrats on a career. That's quite something. Well, here's a story of a local girl and a raccoon. Sophia found this critter when it was a baby after it almost got hit by a car. And when the mother never came back, she started raising it. She named it Markai. The DNR has many regulations against taking in wild animals like this, something you shouldn't do, but Sophia says she'll be releasing the animal back into the wild soon. When she goes off to college this fall, she'll be studying biology with a big interest in wildlife.
As she should, because this is bold.
Yeah, I'd be too scared. No way.
Yeah, they look like they're really bonding there, so I hope that continues until she releases.
That's the mother figure, so I guess, you know.
If it wants to go back into the wild.
Yeah, it might not after this enjoying the air conditioning, food,
might
and
come
cuddles.
to college, too.
It looks like the raccoon's got it pretty good.
Yes.
Well, we are tracking some storms. We'll have those updates on what you can expect the morning and afternoon coming up.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Okay, 500 deluxe garden gnomes. Wow.
I only meant to order 5. There's not enough money in my account for these. I'm gonna get charged.
2 things I just can't deal with: overdraft charges and garden gnomes. But your BMO Smart Advantage checking account gives you an extra day to avoid an overdraft fee.
Nice to see a bank cutting people some slack.
Well, mistakes happen, and we give you time to correct them.
So you don't like gnomes, huh? What about that one?
That one I like a lot.
BMO.
Drive into summer with a new Honda Accord Hybrid, CR-V Hybrid, or the all-new Civic Hybrid. Take a vacation, staycation, or just a weekend drive with the windows down. Whatever you do, make it epic with Honda. The 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Overall EV and Hybrid Brand. So act now. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer Event.
Get an 11% rebate on everything. Shop our huge selection of window images, blinds, and shades. Plus, they can be cut to width for free. These light filtering cordless cellular shades are $21.99 after rebate. Keep your floors clean with Libman cleaning products. Clean up messes with ease with the Libman Tornado Mop with built-in twist ringer. Just $9.78 after 11% rebate at Menards. America's #1 home improvement retailer for customer satisfaction.
Save big money at Menards.
Everyone has their own idea of what fitness means to them. Here's what it means to us. We believe fitness can be more than exercise, that it can build a better tomorrow. It can change how you feel. It can build more than muscle. It can build community. And no matter what your reason, the common goal is simple. It's for a better tomorrow. Join us for a better tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Peter Gottlieb with the League of Women Voters of Dane County.
In the August 13th primary election, voters will pick their preferred Democratic or Republican candidates for the United States Congress and the Wisconsin State Legislature. The winners will be on the ballot in the November 5th general election, which will include votes for president and state and federal offices. Learn more at vote411.org.
3 things to know, part of News 3 Now's 3 Cares Community Impact.
You'll soon vote on 2 misleading constitutional amendments. They're designed to trick voters into eliminating checks and balances in our government. It's a power grab to give the MAGA politicians in the legislature the sole power to distribute emergency funding. They gerrymander, deny elections, and push abortion bans. Don't give MAGA politicians the sole power. Vote no to questions 1 and 2.
Right now, new information on the vice president's campaign visit next week, where in our state she'll be making a stop.
Plus, which municipality is considering pulling out of the Verona EMS partnership?
And from the 608 to the 414, we're live for the first day of the Wisconsin State Fair.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Kyrian Lee. Thanks for waking up with us on your Thursday morning, the 1st of August.
Can you believe it?
No, it seems like summer is just flying by. It seems like it just began, and now it's almost over, it seems.
Got the state fair going on, though. It's going to be a muggy, kind of miserable start out there weather-wise. Earlier the better today, though, if you head out. So let's check in with meteorologist Savannah Brito. She is out on the patio with a look at the conditions this morning. Hey there, Savannah.
Hey, guys. It's still very humid outside. Also tracking some warm temperatures and some rain that's still moving through southern Wisconsin. For the most part, though, we have been able to not see any strong to severe thunderstorms. We'll talk about the reasoning behind that in a minute. But 74 is where we sit right now in Madison, so temperatures are very warm. Dew points, though, I want to note, are also in the lower 70s all across southern Wisconsin. So it's very sticky outside despite the higher humidity levels and dew points. We were not able to see those strong to severe thunderstorms. We have been sitting under a more stable atmosphere, so as those storms did enter southern Wisconsin, we didn't have the storm energy or higher levels of instability we needed to kind of support those stronger storms. So that's the reason, also because the cold front still well west of the area didn't track in as soon as anticipated, so we didn't see those storms fire up. All the severe weather pretty much has stayed well southwest of here the last several days, and now the best chance we're looking at southeast of the area, but we still could see some afternoon thunderstorms and also evening storms that could be on the stronger side. We'll talk about the threats and also show what future track could look like coming up.
All right, talk to you then, Savannah. Thank you. Now to some new information about the vice president's visit to Wisconsin next week. Kamala Harris will be in Eau Claire on Wednesday, August 7th, for a campaign event. We don't know exactly where she's going to be in Eau Claire. We do know the event is going to run from 11 in the morning until 6 at night. It's in coordination with WISC-Dems and will likely include her new, yet-to-be-named running mate.
And Donald Trump is facing criticism for his comments about the vice president during the National Association of Black Journalists convention in Chicago yesterday. There, he questioned the vice president's racial identity.
She was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black.
White House Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre quick to condemn the comment. She called it repulsive and insulting. Meanwhile, the vice president responded with this message to voters.
It was the same old show. The divisiveness and the disrespect. The American people deserve better.
Trump's running mate, J.D. Vance, defended the former president's comments, saying the president has record support from Black, Hispanic, and union voters.
Well, the United Auto Workers Union is endorsing Kamala Harris for president now. It comes as no surprise. The union had endorsed President Biden when he was the presumptive nominee. It comes as we're getting some new polling, too, as the reality of a Trump-Harris matchup sinks in for Americans. Let's take a look. It's from Bloomberg. It's of registered voters from July 24th to the 28th. It shows Harris gaining some ground in 6 of 7 swing states, including Wisconsin. Here, Harris leads Trump 49 to 47. That is within the margin of error of 4 percentage points, though. In 1 week, we're going to have some more information about how Wisconsinites are feeling about the election when a new poll from Marquette Law School comes out. And by then, we should know Harris's running mate.
City of Madison officials are making sure ballot drop boxes are ready for the primary election on August 13th. If you take a look here, this video shows the boxes' new designs. Each one will have a QR code that leads voters to the My Vote Wisconsin website. There you can make sure you've done everything correctly for your vote to count. The drop boxes are making their return after a 2022 ruling from the Wisconsin Supreme Court. The then conservative majority ruled drop boxes outside of ones in election clerk offices were illegal. However, just last month, the now liberal majority overturned that decision. The initial decision came after former President Donald Trump falsely claimed the voting method contributed to widespread fraud. To set the record straight, Madison's clerks are sharing with us exactly how the process works. They want everyone to know using the boxes is a secure, legal way of casting their vote.
We're putting it in a secure box that is more secure than the mailbox that you have in front of your house. It's going to be picked up that day, delivered to the clerk's office with a security seal.
We'll then check that seal to make sure that everything matches up and nothing's been changed since they picked it up, and then we'll check them in here.
This year, there are additional security cameras on the boxes, and each one is near a fire station under department supervision. If you plan on using a box in the primary, you have until August 12th to cast your vote. Madison's boxes should be good to go on Monday.
Today is National Poll Worker Recruitment Day. The Election Assistance Commission wants to take the opportunity to recruit younger people to work the polls. The 22 general election, 14% of poll workers were between 18 and 40 years old. The commission is hoping that this year's election will be the first step in creating a new generation of poll workers. To be a poll worker, there are a few requirements. You have to be a qualified elector of the county in which the municipality is located, be able to read and write fluently in English, and not be a candidate for any office to be voted on at that polling place at that election. So if this interests you at all, you can learn more about it and even apply by going to myvote.wi.gov.
Time now 6:35. New this morning, communities in Dane County are taking part in a national movement to combat crime and drug abuse.
National Night Out aims to do that by strengthening relationships between neighbors and law enforcement. Our Michelle Renee Quinn is here this morning to tell us more about the events going on locally this year. Good morning, Michelle Renee.
Good morning. This annual community campaign promotes the partnership between police and community members to foster a strong relationship. There will be events through September 10th around southern Wisconsin. Sun Prairie's National Night Out is today at Cannery Square from 6 to 8 p.m. Sun Prairie Police will be present. Madison Police will be out on Tuesday, August 6th at Westmoreland Park from 5 to 8 p.m. Dane County will have multiple national nights out with activities, informational booths, and the opportunity to connect with each other.
All right, this is a free event, right? There's no admission or anything like
Correct.
that, right?
That's a family-free, family-friendly event.
All right, and this also gives law enforcement to kind of, step outside of that position and just, be with the community for one night.
Right. It's part of, that engagement that they've been trying to do and ramp up in recent years, and that's where we get to know each other, is that face-to-face interaction. The more opportunities we can connect in person, the better we can all understand everybody.
Absolutely. Bridge that gap.
Exactly.
Yes. Michelle Renee, thank you so much.
Of course.
And you can find a full list of locations, dates, and times of these events at this story over on our website, channel3000.com, or on our free Channel 3000 mobile app.
6:37 now. To more local news, the city of Verona is considering pulling out of a decades-long EMS district partnership. Since 1977, the city of Verona, Fitchburg, and Verona Township have all provided EMS services throughout their municipalities. And about every 5 years or so, Fitchburg considers leaving the partnership. This time, it's Verona raising the issue. They say it's because of the disparity in how much each municipality pays and what services they get. The city of Verona pays about 45% of the municipality's bill. Fitchburg pays about 50%. Verona Township pays the remaining 5%. A quarter of service calls are to the city of Verona, though. The city's mayor says to avoid breaking up the district, something has to change.
I'm open to multiple solutions. I mean, the clearest and most obvious one is that the city of Verona pays less money in the district because that's a more fair system.
The other municipalities say they'll know more about the district's future after some upcoming meetings. Verona Township is next week. Fitchburg has one at the end of the month. No matter the decision, the Verona EMS chief says that full-time employees will not lose their jobs.
Switching gears here now, let's get a live look at EarthCam's view of Paris this morning. There's 7 hours ahead of us here, so it's just after 1:30 p.m. there now. Later today, the women's gymnastics all-around final starts at 11:15. 2 members of Team USA, Simone Biles and Sunisa Lee, will go up against one another. Both have won the title in years.
In a friend.
Okay.
Got that song stuck in my head now.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, ladies. We're all rooting for you.
Yes, we are.
Well, another season of concerts in the square is in the books. 6 evenings ending last night with a performance from John Novacek on the piano. News 3 Now is a proud sponsor of concerts. Our team's been covering events all summer long.
That's right. Yesterday, our Susan Simon spoke with the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra's CEO about what makes this event so special.
I think to have this in a community the size of Madison, and the whole village shows up, from our production team to our sponsors to our volunteers to all the community members, it's really remarkable. And we're an American orchestra that gets to do this year in, year out for this community.
And you can help keep the beloved tradition going for just $5 a month. You can become a friend of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra. You'll get perks too, like ticket discounts and free merchandise. Can't go wrong there. Just text concerts to 801-801.
Costs over $1 million to put on concerts in the square every year, and they provide it for free to the public, so those donations are needed if they're going to keep concerts on the square free for years to come.
Yes. Well, let's check in now with Savannah.
Guys, we still have an active radar mainly northwest of Madison. It's not producing any severe weather or heavy rain. We'll talk about why that was the case this morning and what's to come later in the day.
And from the 608 to the 414, we're live at the Wisconsin State Fair. We just got bombed by a Quick Trip truck there as we're trying to give you a live look at the Ferris wheel on a Thursday morning. We're back next with more fair fun on News 3 Now.
Joe Biden put Kamala Harris in charge of the border.
We have a secure border.
On Kamala's watch, illegal border crossings hit record highs. Criminal illegal aliens are murdering Americans. Cartels are poisoning kids. And illegals are receiving taxpayer benefits and putting more burdens on hardworking taxpayers.
We have a secure border.
Kamala Harris is dishonest and dangerous. Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Why always the couch? Does he need to go to puppy school? Get his little puppy diploma. How much have I been spending on this little guy?
When your questions about life turn into questions about money, there's Erica, the virtual financial assistant to help you spend, save, and plan smarter. Only from Bank of America. What would you like the power to do?
These were my great-grandpappy's glasses. And now they're yours, son.
Why can't I just get my own?
What? No, these have at least a few hundred years left in them.
I think the kid needs his own. Get 2 pairs of glasses and a free eye exam for $79, all same day.
Yeah, I want my own.
Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Chevy lets you begin every day fully charged, so you can go farther. And so can your money. Tow with confidence. Plus, stay connected with available OnStar technology. For summer adventures, Chevy's got you. Get $5,750 total value on this Silverado LT when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Our country has taken a beating the last few years, but I know we can turn it around. It'll take a lot of hard work like these athletes put in. We need to get serious about our spending that has caused prices to skyrocket. We need to fix our healthcare and address the shortage of affordable housing. Also, we must close our border, stop the flow of fentanyl, and put Americans first. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message. Let's get America winning gold again.
The most eventful weeks in political history.
Breaking news tonight after shots rang out.
News 3 Now brought you team coverage. Coming to you live from Milwaukee.
I've been in talks with delegates from all over the country.
Donald Trump unveils his choice for running mate.
Could bring extra votes from the swing state to the Republican Party.
Every step of the way.
He is dropping out of the 2024 presidential race.
Provides a whole lot of new energy for Democrats.
The path to the White House goes through Wisconsin.
watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
From the 608 to the 414 this morning, we are headed east down I-94 for opening day of the Wisconsin State Fair.
And that's where we can find Josh Sprider right now, live this morning with a preview. Josh, how's it going out there?
Hey, good morning, guys. It's always good, especially when you're at the first day of the State Fair. One of the first few people at State Fair Park. It is quiet. You can smell the food. The drinks are ready. They are ready to have people out here. Starting today, 11 days of jam-packed fun here at the Wisconsin State Fair. And speaking of fun, we have a fun woman with us this morning. This is Kelsey Henderson, the 2024 Wisconsin Fairest of the Fairs. Kelsey, good morning to you.
Good morning.
So you're out of Racine County, so not too far for you here to State Fair Park.
Yeah, not too far. I call Racine County home. So I was a big State Fair goer when I was younger. I attended the first one at 4 months old, and then I was eventually an exhibitor here too. So very thankful to grow up very close to the Wisconsin State Fair.
So what is the State Fair to you?
The State Fair means so much to me, and the list could go on and on and on, but it's a chance to celebrate Wisconsin and bring together all the people across the state. I've met some of my best friends here. It's truly a fair family that you get to know here at the Wisconsin State Fair. I've learned and grown so much, too, as an exhibitor, and I'm going to take those lessons that I've learned here for the rest of my life. So I'd say it's a huge part of why I am who I am today.
And you've been busy this summer, traveling the state, going to county fairs all across Wisconsin. You know, what is it that makes Wisconsin so special?
Super busy summer. This is fair number 32 at the Wisconsin State Fair, and at the end of the day, it's the people that make the Wisconsin and the fair industry so special. Every fair has been so unique and special in its own way, but it's the people and the traditions and the values that stand behind them that are the same all across the great state.
And the State Fair is a way for everyone to be able to come together and celebrate Wisconsin.
For sure. There's so many different opportunities to celebrate Wisconsin. We have our Ag Village, which will be filled with over 7,000 animals over the next 11 days. We have the Wisconsin Products Pavilion filled with Wisconsin producers and so much more. Plus, over half our vendors here at the Wisconsin State Fair are from Wisconsin. So I think that's super cool, but a great time to see your friend that lives 5 hours away and meet new ones as well.
Yeah, everyone coming together all for a good time. You know, I have to ask you, what is your favorite State Fair food?
That's a hard one. There's a lot of good State Fair food here, but I'm a big Wisconsin Products Pavilion fan. So anytime I can go support local producers, whether it's the Cattleman's, the pork shop, the grilled cheese, baked potato, you name it, those are some of my favorite.
Well, and especially on a day like today, too, it's like I already want to get a malt. I want to get my cream puff. I want to get all the favorites, right? Because this is the time to do it and support local.
Yes, it's definitely the time to do it, and there's so much to enjoy. There's 100 new State Fair foods this year. We have Sporkies and Drinkies finalists that all look delicious. You name it, we have all the foods here. My list is pretty long of what I'm going to try this week.
I love it. Plenty of time to make it happen, though. We have 11 days of fun.
So much time for that. There's 11 days of fun here in West Allis, and it's going to be jam-packed every single day.
Well, Kelsey Henderson, thank you so much. Nice to meet you, and have a great State Fair. We love it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you bet. If you'd like to learn more about the State Fair, again, we have links to tickets up on channel3000.com. Day one here, the Ferris wheel is ready. It's not moving quite yet. Might have to take it for a little ride here a little later on, guys. We're going to send it back to you.
Oh, nothing like it. Josh Sprider, thanks a lot.
Now let's check in with Savannah Brito. For those headed up to the State Fair today, what can they expect?
Guys, if radar showed and kind of came true to what we were seeing yesterday, it would have been raining there, storming, but these storms actually broke up. We were not able to see severe or even strong storms because the cold front kind of stalled well west of the area. Also, as these storms, they were stronger, producing some pretty good lightning out in Iowa and Minnesota. But as they entered a more stable atmosphere, which we did see and are still seeing across southern Wisconsin, we didn't have a lot of instability or storm energy needed to help fuel or support those strong to severe thunderstorms. So that's why we weren't able to see them. Just a couple of heavier showers pretty much around Beaver Dam. You really don't even see those yellows or oranges on radar anymore. So we're not seeing anything as far as stronger storm goes. We could track that later in the day. All the activity for the most part has kind of stayed well south of here, not only overnight, but the last several days too. We still have isolated scattered showers and storms that are going to remain in the forecast for later today. The Storm Prediction Center did not upgrade any of us, really just areas mainly southeast of here. That's where the better chance, also across northern Illinois and portions of Indiana, at least for strong to severe storms. That's where the better chances are going to be today. But we're still under that lower level margin marginal risk, where all modes of severe weather included a very isolated tornado risk does remain in the forecast for this afternoon into the early evening. As we head for about 4 p.m., that's when I think showers are going to start to develop along and behind that low pressure system or associated with the low pressure system. As we head into about 6, 7, 8, I think they'll become a little bit more scattered in nature. Anything we see overnight into early Friday, that's not going to be severe or even strong at that point in time. Just a couple spotty leftover showers. We're waking up to warm temperatures, 74 in Madison, 75 in Middleton, 74 in Verona, pretty much all the same across southern Wisconsin. And even though it's humid out there, again, we don't have that storm energy or really good instability to support those. But dew points are pushing pretty much above 70 degrees all across southern Wisconsin. We're not really going to see a huge improvement in that, a little bit for Saturday, but you can see there's that 60-degree mark. Dew points stay above that for the next several days. I think as we head into the middle to end of next week, that's when temperatures and dew points are going to come down, perhaps a little bit less active during that time frame as well. But the next couple of days, warm above average, then we fall to a below average temperature pattern, only 80 Monday and Tuesday. How about the upper to mid 70s only by Wednesday, guys?
All right, Savannah, a lot going on. Appreciate it. Coming up in the morning sprint, when analysts say we could see the Federal Reserve finally cut those interest rates.
But first, if you have a little one turning 3 soon, please let us know so we can show their picture right here on TV. Thanks for watching News 3 Now This Morning. We'll be right back.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromChevrolet.com.
Mark, a little help here?
Oh, keep it down. The noise is making them angry.
Whoa. Hey, I'm not a beekeeper, but I can replace these windows fast.
Let Feldco be the experts in your home renewal. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free. Plus, no interest until 2026. And we'll get it done Feldco fast.
Buy one window, get one free, and soon. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Get select large thin crust pizzas for $8.99. Papa Murphy's. We make great pizza so you can make the pizza great.
Such a great deal.
$8.99. That is a great deal.
Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet? Commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
She's the district attorney who protected children from sexual predators. She's the attorney general who stood up to the big banks to protect homeowners and won. The senator who fought to defend a woman's right to make her own medical decisions. And the vice president who fought to cap the price of insulin at $35 a month. As America turns the page, Kamala is ready. FFPAC's responsible for the content of this ad.
It's the Great Grill Out Sale at Hy-Vee this Friday through Sunday. Bacon wrapped sirloins just $2.99. Whole boneless pork loin just $1.98 a pound. Chicken breast just $2.48 a pound. Fresh ground chuck just $3.99 a pound. 8-ounce pork loin butterfly chops or America's chops, 3 for just $4. And our special recipe brats or patties, 8 for just $12. Plus a 16-cent fuel saver. Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee.
Susan Simon, News 3 Now at 4 and 5, weekdays moving forward.
Time Time now 6:53. Let's get into the morning sprint.
Vice President Kamala Harris is going to be in Eau Claire next week. We learned that overnight. She's going to be campaigning with her running mate, yet to be announced, on Wednesday, as today also marks the start of the virtual roll call that could allow Harris to become the party's official presidential nominee. Enough delegates have signaled that they'd back Harris for her to receive the nomination already.
The U.S. will not kill a trio of men who allegedly participated in the 9/11 attacks. The Department of Defense announced it's reached a deal with alleged 9/11 mastermind Khalid Sheikh Mohammed and his two co-defendants. In exchange for taking the death penalty off the table, the men will plead guilty as early as next week. As part of the agreement, they'll have to answer questions from survivors and victims' families.
A 19-year-old man involved in a car crash that killed a teenager will spend 3 months in jail. The crash happened May of last year in Reedsburg. A criminal complaint alleges that Kevin Green was using his phone at the time of the collision. After his jail sentence, Green will have to give 8 presentations to high schoolers about the dangers of distracted driving.
Interest rates are staying put for now. The Federal Reserve announced they're holding rates, but signaling a cut could come soon. For 2 years, the Fed has kept interest rates elevated to try combating inflation. Since then, inflation has been dropping significantly. It's not clear right now exactly when those cuts could be coming, but many analysts believe we could see one in September.
A new lawsuit alleges online ticket seller StubHub is tricking customers into paying higher prices. Washington, D.C.'s Attorney General filed the suit. It claims that the company hides mandatory fees until right before shoppers make their purchase. These fees boost the ticket price sometimes by up to 40%. StubHub says it's committed to a transparent platform.
And today is the last day of the Wisconsin Department of Transportation's public hearing for changes to I-39, 9094. They're looking for feedback on the impacts of improvements to the corridor. Today's meeting is from 4 to 7. It'll be at the Wisconsin Dells High School in the H.H. Bennett Hall and cafeteria.
Temperatures are only going to be in the mid-80s today and tomorrow. We do still have that threat possibly of seeing stronger storms later in the day, this afternoon and evening. We didn't see any strong to severe thunderstorms this morning. That cold front stalled a little bit, and also because we didn't have as unstable of an atmosphere as what we needed. We actually had a stable atmosphere, pretty stable atmosphere anyways across southern Wisconsin, but it is very humid outside, guys. I mean, dew points are 70 plus right now.
70 plus.
I put so much hairspray in my hair this morning, like, it was insane.
This is definitely August weather here.
Yeah, and it's not actually going to feel like that next week. There's a cool down coming.
Up and down. Welcome to the Midwest.
Yes.
Thanks, Savannah. Thanks for watching. Another news and weather update in 30 minutes.